I wasn't going to record, but I got a box of obsidian in, and it looks kind of silvery. I never worked this before, so I'm going to take a couple bigger flakes if I can, and make a couple arrowheads, hopefully for earrings. I always have a hard time matching them up for earrings. I don't know why. I could make 100 points and they do not match good for earrings. Alright, we got a natural scoopy platform right here. Hopefully we can get 2 big scoop flakes, and it looks like there's a crack that goes there, so this will help out. Maybe I'll go this. No, let's do this. Oh, kind of rough, but we could probably get one out of that. That's because I didn't hit down enough. It's going to be hard because this stuff is blowing up. But look how silvery it is. Let's see, we got a natural platform over here. Maybe this will work a little better. Maybe I need my other spalling, my copper rock. I hope y'all can see. Let me bend it down a little more so I can make sure that you see. And we might as well do the grinding and all that. Let's see if we can get some bigger ones here, because I want to be able to plan out that arrowhead. Oh yeah. There we go. That's better. There's one. Now this one's got a little cracky spot, so it probably won't be as big, but oh, went right through that. Look at that. That stuff is awesome. If your stuff's blowing up, go a little heavier so you can swing slower. Look at that. I hit too thin. I hit too thin. Should I make one giant bi-face? That's Patrick Blank's game, not mine. I want to make some little necklaces. Oh yeah, I got that cleaned up pretty good, and I got a good flake. So I got 3 good flakes. I will consider that enough to start with. Maybe do one more over here. Yeah. Okay. We've got our working material, and we've got the crack that was naturally in there out. And look at that. If I go outside in the sun, it will probably glow. Got that stuff from Tyler Doyle. He's on Facebook. He's a pretty reasonable seller, and he gets it out quick. So that's my recommendation. Recommend Tyler. Now let's start. How flat that is. I almost feel like I could just crack it right there and make the two out of this. Wonder if I can do that. You know, to put my fan and stuff away, because it's October and it's been cooling down, and then naturally gets to be friggin' full sun and hot as heck again. Now I think this piece is just going to be pressure flake, so I'm going to work this side first, if this works out, splitting it. Put my other cut glove on and try and break it. Get these cut gloves from Harbor Freight. They're really good. And the last pair I had lasted a year and a half before all the stuff wore off. Ooh, that's pretty strong. Well, let's keep going till we get a little more so funny when you want it to snap in half, it won't. This will do it. This was one of my best investments, a cheap tile cutter from Lowe's. Because what you can do, even with flint, like flint flakes, you can take this wheel, score across there, put this breaker under it, and 99% of the time it breaks on that line. See that? That thing is awesome. I think it was $8, but that was a couple years ago, so it's probably like $100 now, the way inflation is. Now this is the pressure flaking one. I'm going to set that to the side. And we're going to do this thicker, kind of rougher looking piece first. Get all this droopy stuff off. Now this is going to be an earring, so, you know, it only needs to end up tiny. Hopefully it'll be an earring. Never count my chickens. This stuff reminds me of the stuff I got from Utah. It was a learning curve, because it was really brittle. You can't hit in, you have to hit down always, which was rather annoying sometimes. I usually only wear the glove when I'm spalling and pressure flaking, because my handles, I'll be pressure flaking, my handle slip, cut. That's what I got right there. Drove it right into my hand. Well, that was not good. This is my first time ever working this stuff, so it might have a little bit of getting used to. And that's part of the reason I want to do earrings, because they only have to be tiny. Tiny and good looking. Now I'm trying to get this hump off the back. So what I want to do first, I have one side's already flat, and the other side I need to flatten out. I was going to go hunting today, but it's just too hot. It's so hot outside. It's hot in here right now because I turned my fan and that off. I put my exhaust fan on so it sucks the air in, but it's just a littler fan. It doesn't move enough air to cool anything. Got that square edge where I broke that. I need to get that out of there. One thing, this silvery stuff is slipperier. It feels slipperier than plain obsidian. Cool beans. I'm going to paint my floor with sticks and stones. Cut myself a little tiny bit, but it's flaking pretty good. It's not too bad. I don't want to get too thin though, because I want to leave enough room for pressure flaking. But I want to get all the bigger stuff I can. And if it turns out this big and nice, I'll probably just make a pendant out of it instead of an earring. Or a mirror dangler thing. I forget what they're called. But you put on your car mirror. Because it'll flash in the sun. I'm getting pretty thin. When you have brittle stuff, if you do that and then turn it and just slightly do the bottom, it'll help it stick together better. At least in my experience. See, the flakes hold together better. Nice. That's a nice pattern right there. I might have to pull out my fan. Or quit until the big heater goes down behind the mountain. My shed's all metal, so when the sun shines on it, it's like I'm in a roasting oven. I'm going to do a little shaping. And this is not driving flakes. This is just shaping. Just flaking down and trying to set up my platforms to get some nice flake scars on the other side. This is side A, nice flake scars. Side B is flat, which if I was making a hunting point, I would just do that, flake one side, but this is going to be a piece of jewelry, so I need to do both sides. You can see I'm not running them flakes. I don't want to mess up that pattern. I'm kind of liking this stuff so far. I know you probably can't see, but I'm up on the side. I'm not pushing on the edge. I only use the actual edge when I'm doing the finishing pressure flakes, and they'll just be little short. Sometimes for the beginning flakes, but when you get it gets so thin, the edge is really weak even when you abrade it. And if you're on the edge, see, I'm not on the edge. I'm up above just a little bit. Getting pretty decent flakes. For being so flat. And the first run, I just want to get it going convex. The second pass will go a lot easier. I got a whole new setup and I still drop stuff on the floor. Let me get my pressure flaker over here. But see, I got this end, like this is all going to go away, so I did a little harder hits on that. See, I got most of my pattern set up. Now I can pressure flake it closer and make it more convex. I'm going to try not to do anything on the first side. But I'm really starting to sweat to death in here. Okay, I made this to simulate Jack Crafty's pressure pad, and then I carved a little hollow so when I have to do the flat, I can do that. So I've got his dome and then a flat. Seems to be pretty good so far. Now I'm not wearing my glasses, so I might regret that. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. The other thing is, if you abrade too much, you make it too hard to take off a flake. That's when you break it. They like to shear that down, and then you can see individual platforms forming. Trying to keep it so you can see, but I think you can expand so you can see better. All right, we're going to take a risk because I got a nice ridge right there, and see if I can take that, or if I can split it in half. Ooh, got most of it. Didn't split it in half either. Like that. Okay, now I isolated this, so a little hit right there should take that out, or break it in half. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. I like the look already. Which means it's probably going to stay pendant size. Okay, do a little abrading, straighten everything out. It's a little bit of a hump right there. Now where did that go? Right here. This is a diamond file. And I was grinding a 45-degree angle there. So the flakes should come off relatively easy. There we go. Hump gone. Now, I think we look pretty good. I don't mind if there's a little thickness because it's jewelry. I don't want it to break. Like if they set it down and, you know, they set it down and then it breaks. It's kind of disappointing. We might push a few. There we go. That moved it to balanced. Okay, I think it looks good. Now, you can't see the shaping. The shaping. I still leave some room until I get the notches in. Okay. Now we got to square off the base. It's all about the base. Okay, I'm going to take a short intermission. No, I'm not. I was going to, but I'll just go ahead and finish this point, and then maybe I'll just do a wire wrapping afterwards. Okay, sharpen up my knife sharpener. Sucks as a knife sharpener, but is excellent for sharpening your flint working tools. Just like that. Okay. I still need a pad with a slot. Because you can run longer flakes with the slot. And if you're just careful and put it over the edge, you won't break it. If you try to press in the middle, you can't. And if you abrade too much, you can break it. But if you just put it right over the edge where you're working, you don't really break it. Alright, the base is pretty much squared up. Let's pressure flake the tip to a kind of a point. Oh, I gotta put my glasses on. I tried a new light over there, but I don't think I like it. I'll probably move it to the other side for the next video, where it shines across this way, or try and put it up above. I have a light up above, 2200 lumen. Fluorescent. Not fluorescent, LED. Just making this a little, like I said, a little pointy. Not a needle point, because I don't want it to be so fragile. And I don't want it to be super sharp. Okay. That looks good. Now we'll start our... What I'm going to do, where my notches are going to go, I'm going to bring that corner down. And I'm going to bring this corner down. And then I'm going to abrade it. Same over here. And I'm going to try and make a good flake go there and a good flake go there, so I have less resistance on the notching. Take this glove off. See, I put a nice flake there, but this stuff is crackly. And a nice one there. Should I go for one more? I want to get that crack out of there. There we go. And you know, whenever you fix one thing, you've got to fix something else. Nice. Gotta fix it till you break it, I guess. That didn't feel good at all. There we go. Some nice big flake scars. Still a lump right there. I'm going to pressure flake that because I don't want to overpower that tip and make it too thin. Seeing how I keep that from overshooting, I put this on the edge of my pad and I press down in the back so the flake will just run to that pad and stop, so it won't overshoot. I love how I could tell by the sound if it was a good flake or not. Okay, the Jack Crafty pad will keep me from overshooting into the middle and splitting this piece in half. Perfect. Perfect. See that perfectness? Man, guys and gals, I am sweating to death in here. It's friggin' ridiculous. Okay, let's see if I can do this without messing it up. I don't know, let me see if I change that light if I can see better. Yeah, that light didn't help. Would be nice if I could actually see what I was doing. Okay, now let's do the other one before we get too carried away. See, I shut that off. That's why I hate, I'm going to have to take it in and then take this side down to make it look normal. See, this side was a little thicker, so when I wanted to do them pop outs, it wrapped around. But it's okay. I went thick enough that I can pressure flake this back and make it look like that. There we go. Good as new. I'm going to go out and take this in the sun and show you what it looks like.